Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining Tuesday's session. Yesterday, we discussed about a couple of things like inline, internal, and external scripting, and we decided to go with this one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on web development, the front-end web development concepts, in which more towards JavaScript, which will help us to learn AMP and more specifically the SSJS language. Just a recap of the things what we have done on Monday. We learned about inline scripting, internal scripting, and external scripting. And today we will concentrate on the topics of variables, data types, and operators. Along with this, I would like to cover today on three objects. If time permits, window object, console object, and before that, I would like to cover document object. Three major objects, very important. So the agenda is to cover variables, data types, and operators, window object, document object, and console object. I'll try to cover this in one video, and the next video will be concentrating on these three objects. Thank you. If you want to practice scripting, that is JavaScript, I have mentioned it before, you need a text editor and you need a browser. That's it. And preferably you need the developer tool. My all-time favorite is Chrome. So I'll go to settings, three dots on the right top. Let me take the pointer. For the first time who is doing, then know where it is. Keep your tools ready. Developer tools, and here I would like to have this. So this is the white area where you will see your HTML output, and here is the console. If you don't see this, you need to make your necessary settings here, or you can use this dock side. It can be on the left hand side, down, right hand side. Some people use it on the right hand side. I preferably use it on the bottom, or you can separate it like this. Separate it, dock it back. So you can write all your JavaScript here if you want to practice. Okay, what is a variable? Variable is a location in your program where you can store data. It's a location in your program where you can store data. Very important point about variable in any languages, they are volatile in nature. Volatile in nature means data will be stored till your program is running. Once the program executes and completes its execution, the memory which is allocated for your program will be removed, and also the data stored in that will be removed. That is the reason we need a database to store information, or else JavaScript was more than enough. So whenever I want to execute JavaScript specifically, I'll try to store it in HTML. Then I'll go with script tag. Open script tag close. We have no external scripting. This is internal scripting. So concentrate anything which falls in this place. I want to store data. I want to store data in my program, that is in the JavaScript. Then I need variable. X is equal to, this is more than enough. You need not have to declare it. So when it comes to variable, you can name it anything which you want, but there are some basic fundamental rules and conventions to be known. Based on what you store, since it is a scripting language, based on what you store, data type is decided. There is a video on compiled and interpreted languages. So I've not detailedly explained it. directly or indirectly we are learning interpreted language, because of which we need to use scripting, and x is a variable, 12 is its value. Since 12 is a value, based on the value stored, x will change itself to a number data type. Now, if I store x is equal to double quotes, now this is a string. In JavaScript, there is no character concept. There is only string, whether it might be having one or more than one. X is equal to true, it's Boolean. X is equal to false, Boolean. Both are Boolean. Now x is equal to single quotes India. Single quotes or double quotes, it is treated as string in JavaScript. String in JavaScript. So what did we learn? We learned number, string, Boolean, and once again it's a string. These are the three major basic data types in any language: number, Boolean, character, string. You might have multiple things like int, float, and others, but here it's only number. Means if I store x is equal to 25.36, number x is equal to a negative value, number x is equal to 0, all these are numbers. So based on what you store, data type is decided. Many people think that we need to go with variable x. What is var? Var is a keyword. Now you have to remember three things. JavaScript is a case-sensitive language. Point number one. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. Okay. JavaScript is an object-based language. It's not object-oriented language. This is one more thing, one additional information what you have to learn is this one. Commenting. This is a single line comment. Any information written after // will not be considered for execution. If you want to write more than one line, then you'll be using / with */*. Okay, good. These are the three major points what people have to remember. So having said that it is a case sensitive language, if you write x in lowercase is different, so x in uppercase is also different. Two different variables with memory location allocated. This is optional, means declaration. Declare a variable is optional in any scripting language. PHP scripting language, SHJS scripting language, AMScript is a scripting language. So variable declaration is optional. Good with this? So we learned about the memory allocation and we learned about the data type directly or indirectly. So still there are more data types to discuss. Majorly we need to discuss on object. So x is equal to square bracket is an array. X is equal to flower bracket will be treated as an object. This is array. This is an object. And the next point is, even though you are learning for the first time, this is initially it is not easy to digest, but you should think like this. In JavaScript, anything and everything is an object. It's not digestible at the initial days, but as and when we progress, you'll understand this. What does this statement mean? Anything is an object here. Actually, number is also an object. Boolean is an object. So initially, you'll not find it easy to digest, but we'll try to have a separate session to understand object-oriented programming concept. Then you'll know the difference between object-based and object-oriented. Good. What is next? We should learn about number in detail, string in detail as and when we progress. This is also number, array, and object. What is next? Next is operators. We'll try to have separate one. So I'll save this, and as I mentioned, I'll execute this and show you how. Very simple. Go to console and do it. Save this. Control N. I want to discuss about operators. 1.html. I don't even need a notepad now. Why? We can do it here. Still, let me check. I need to discuss something. Operator. Operator is a symbol. Representing plus represents addition, minus represents subtraction, asterisk, many people pronounce it wrong, represents multiplication, division, assignment. These are the major operators what we use. In general, I'm not talking only in JavaScript. You people know this in mathematics. Greater, lesser symbol, greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to, equals to, not equal to. This is only in JavaScript, the last one. We'll discuss this in detail. This is just an introduction. So operator is representing an operation. So plus symbol represents the addition operation, correct? And now we need to have a clarity here. What? Based on operand count, we have three categories. Unary operator means which has only one operand. Binary operator which has two operands. See, we have ternary operator which has three operands. There is only one operator for this, which is question mark with colon. Binary operator, sorry, unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. So what does it perform? It performs one or the other action on the variables in most of the cases. Unary operator deals with one operand, binary operator deals with two operands. So let me go with binary first, which is very easy for you people to learn and understand. Binary operator comes with the category as arithmetic operators, and you people know that, but it's my duty to explain. Plus, minus, asterisk, division. These are the four major arithmetic operators. We have conditional operators. arithmetic operators and conditional operators. Greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to, equals to, not equal to. This is also equals to, but it checks with data type. This is an additional operator what you'll find in JavaScript language. All the other operators are available in any language, in most of the languages. After learning arithmetic condition, we have bitwise operators. We do not have to deep dive into it, but still you should know something called bitwise operators. I'll come to that in the next video, but for now, this is the operators list. Unary operator, you can list it here, two major ones. Unary operators are double plus, double minus. We have many more, but for now, I'll go with only two, double plus and double minus, which is known as increment or decrement operators. We'll use this in programming. We'll learn how it operates, what is the result they will give us in the upcoming videos. So this is about the variable, data type, and operators. Good. So let me check. Anything did I left? Variables, data types, operators. This will be in the next video, but I want to add something called naming rules and conventions. This will be in the next video because we need to deal with this very detailedly. What are the naming rules you should follow and what are the conventions? If you follow, it will be good. Thank you for watching this video. So next video will be on naming rules and conventions. What we have covered in this video is variables, data types, and the basics of operators. How to use them will be taught in the upcoming videos. Conditional statements, when we use this, we'll know the conditional operators. Next video is specific and dedicated to naming rules and conventions. And the next video, the introduction to the object, which is window, document, and the console. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great evening.